what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass, yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The Ravens sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw again.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it to Thomas.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Newton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Fourth down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin this drive with Chubb.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Rolling to his right. Looking for Austin. Intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They begin with a run by Barkley.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores,
but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charlie Kolar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing. He's got a man complete, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Barkley inside handoff. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Again, it's Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton from 8 yards out. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach Probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Back to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it, complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Drop 50, drop 50.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this.
Okay, ready?
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and forever.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mayfield down. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's going to bring up the 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
18, pioneer. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown from 19 yards away.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they